See, the next topic we are going to start, which is another oxidizing agent. We called it potassium dichromate. So K2Cr2O7 is also a strong oxidizing agent in acidic medium. So KMnO4 is a strong oxidizing agent in acidic medium like KMnO4, and this is called potassium dichromate also, K2Cr2O7. See, in acid medium K2Cr2O7, K plus is spectrated ion. So basically Cr2O7 2 negative ion changes into Cr3 plus. So Cr2O7 2 negative ion changes into Cr3 plus. We can also find the N factor as we see in Cr2O7 2 negative, Cr3 positive. We can see oxidation state of chromium is 2x minus 14 equal to minus 2. So 2x equal to 12, x is equal to plus 6. So oxidation state of chromium is plus 6 for one atom. See, oxidation state of chromium for one atom is plus 3. Now we can see that the change in oxidation number per atom, is basically for one atom oxidation number 6, for one atom oxidation number 3. So change in oxidation number for one atom is 3. Now how many chromium atoms are there? 2. So N factor is the overall change. Change in oxidation number per atom of 3. Change in oxidation number of chromium per atom is 3. And how many atoms of chromium are there? 2. Therefore the N factor is 6. So KMnO4 is a strong oxidizing agent, and the N factor of K2Cr2O7 is 6. So N factor of K2Cr2O7 is 6. How we have calculated? The change in oxidation number of one chromium atom is 3, and there are 2 atoms of chromium. Therefore total change is 3 change in oxidation number per atom multiplied by number of atoms. So overall change in oxidation number is the N factor. And also we know in acidic medium KMnO4 is a strong oxidizing agent, so it can oxidize others. See, for example, it oxidizes Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus and C2O4 2 negative oxalate ion into CO2. See the examples. How K2Cr2O7 oxidizes. So basically Cr2O7 2 negative changes into Cr3 plus. So we can see that oxidation number of chromium in this compound is plus 6 and oxidation number of chromium in this compound is plus 3. First balance other atoms. There are 2 chromium atoms, therefore balance 2 chromium atoms. Now we can see for one atom oxidation number is 6, for 2 atom it will be 12. For one atom it is plus 3, for 2 atom it will be. So change in oxidation number from 12 to 6. So we can see to balance the oxidation number, how many electrons are added? 6 electrons are added on the left hand side. Now the half reaction will be Cr2O7 2 negative plus 6 electron changes into 2 Cr3 positive. Now balance the oxygen atom. How many oxygen atoms are there? 7. So balance oxygen atoms by addition of water molecules. So 7 water molecules are added. Now balance hydrogen by adding H plus ion, as reaction is in acidic medium. So 14H plus, add 14H plus on the left hand side. Now we have first half reaction balance. Now as KMnO4 is an oxidizing agent, also K2Cr2O7 is an oxidizing agent. So K2Cr2O7 oxidizes Fe2 plus into Fe3 plus. It oxidizes Fe2 plus into Fe3 plus. So increase in oxidation number from plus 2 to plus 3. So balance the oxidation number by addition of electron. As we can see that how many electrons are there? 6, and there is only 1 electron. To cancel out electron, multiply by 6 and add. When we add 6 electron cancel out. So the net reaction is Cr2O7 2 negative plus 6Fe2 plus and plus 14H plus changes into 2Cr3 positive and plus 6Fe3 positive and plus 7H2O. So this is the correct half reaction. This is the correct balance equation. So in this case K2Cr27, in this case K2Cr27 acts as an oxidizing agent in acidic medium. So it reduces itself from plus 6 to plus 3. Decrease in oxidation number, self reduction, and increase in oxidation number of iron from plus 2 to plus 3. So it acts as an oxidizing agent, a strong oxidizing agent in acidic medium. Now see the next example. The next example is it oxidizes oxalate ion, which is C2O4 negative, into CO2 gas. See, we can see the half reaction for K2Cr27 will remain same. So the half reaction for K2Cr27 is Cr27 2 minus changes into 2Cr3 plus and plus 6 electron and plus 14H plus changes into 7H2O. So this reaction will remain same. Now again, for oxalate ion, C2O4 2 negative changes into CO2. First balance the other atom. How many carbon atoms are there? 2 carbon atom, and there is 1. So balance other atom. And oxidation number is plus 3 into 2, 6. There is plus 4 into 2, 8. So increase in oxidation number of 2 from plus 6 to plus 8. So add 2 electrons on the right hand side. Now we can see 2 electrons are added. Now balance the oxygen atoms. 4 and 4. Oxygen atoms are balanced. As we can see that there are 6 electrons while there is only 2. So multiply the reaction by 3 to cancel out electrons and cancel electrons. 6 electrons cancel out. Now the net reaction is Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus and plus 3 C2O4 2 negative ion changes into 2Cr3 positive and plus 3 to the 6 CO2 and plus 7H2. So this is the net reaction. Now we can see K2Cr27 oxidation number from plus 6 to plus 3, decrease in oxidation number, self reduction, therefore acts as oxidizing agent. Oxidation state of carbon changes from plus 3 to plus 4, so increase in oxidation number. So therefore K2Cr27 acts as an oxidizing agent, strong oxidizing agent in acidic medium and in acidic medium. Now see, we can see we have already balanced the reaction. So in acidic medium it is a strong oxidizing and oxidize others. Fe2 plus into Fe3 plus. Now balance equation, we may also check 6 to the 12 plus 12 minus 2 plus 12 and plus 14 plus 26 and minus 2 means plus 24. Now 6 3 is 18 and 6 24. So charge is balanced. So equation is correctly balanced. Now see the n factor of each Fe2 plus and Cr27. As we see, oxidation number of iron changes from plus 2 to plus 3. So change in oxidation number of 1. And we can see only Fe2 plus changes into Fe3 plus, therefore change in oxidation number of 1. Hence n factor is 1. Now see for Cr2O7 2 minus. As oxidation number changes from plus 6 to plus 3. So change in oxidation number of 3 for one atom. And how many atoms are there? 2 atoms. So multiply by 2. So it is 6. So n factor is the overall change in oxidation number. Hence the n factor of K2Cr27 is 6. In the same way, as K2Cr27 is a strong oxidizing agent, it oxidizes others also. Like it oxidizes C2O4 2 minus into CO2. We have already balanced. So see the n factor. Oxidation state of carbon plus 3. Oxidation state of carbon plus 4. So increase in oxidation state of carbon is 1. Increase in oxidation state of carbon is 1. See now, how many carbon atoms are there? 2 carbon atoms are there. So multiply as change in oxidation state of 1. So 2 atoms are there, so multiply the change of 1 into 2, so n factor is equal to 2. Now see for this, SCr27 oxidation state changes from +6 to +3. So change in oxidation number of 3 for one atom. How many atoms are there? 2. Therefore multiply by 2. So n factor is 6. In the same way, K2Cr27 oxidizes I minus from -1 to 0 into I2. And also SO2 to SO4 2 we already discussed, +4 to +6 increases the oxidation number. And O2 H2O2 oxidation number of oxygen -1 to 0 increase in oxidation number. And oxidizes SN2 positive to SN4 increase in oxidation number. And H2S oxidation state of -2 to 0. So always remember the products. It oxidizes Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus, Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus in acidic medium, strong oxidizing agent. C2O4 2 minus to CO2 and I minus to I2 and SO2 to SO4 2 minus, H2O2 into O2, SN2 plus to SN4 plus and H2S to S. Now another solution we know, which is hypo solution. So hypo solution is basically of, as there is sulfur-sulfur linkage, whenever there is a sulfur-sulfur linkage, we called it thio. So it is basically sodium thiosulfate. This solution is also called hypo solution. And Na2H2O3 sodium thiosulfate is a good reducing agent. It acts as a reducing agent. See how it acts as a reducing agent. See, as S2O3, 2 negative ion changes into S4O6 2 negative ion. S4O6 2 negative ion. Now find the oxidation state of sulfur. See, the oxidation state of sulfur is 2x minus 6 equal to -2. So basically 2x equal to 4. So oxidation state of sulfur is +2. Now find the oxidation state of sulfur in this compound. 4x minus 12 equal to -2. So 4x equal to 10 and x equal to 2.5. So oxidation state of one sulfur atom is 2.5 and oxidation state of per sulfur atom is 2. So the change in oxidation number for one atom is 2 to 2.5 means 0.5. So for one atom change in oxidation number is 0.5. And always remember, overall change will be seen according to the number of atoms present in the left hand side. How many sulfur atoms are present in the left hand side? Not see right hand side, always see left hand side. So as change is going from this side to this side, therefore we see the change according to this atom. As for one atom change of 0.5, so for two atom overall change will be 0.5 into 2. So this is the overall change, and overall change we called n factor. So the n factor of this compound in this reaction is 1, as 0.5 into 2 is equal to 1. Now see when see the reaction. As we know, S2O3 2 negative hypo solution is a reducing agent. Therefore it oxidizes itself. So it oxidizes itself. Oxidation state of sulfur changes from per atom from 2 to 2.5 for one atom. As there are two atoms, therefore 0.5 into 2 equal to 1. Therefore n factor is 1. So it reduces others. So it reduces I2. Into I minus. And also it color I2. So solution of is basically purple color. On reaction with sulfate, purple color disappears. So hypo solution decolorize I2 solution. And also we know hypo solution is basically acts as reducing agent. So it reduces I2 into I minus. So decrease in oxidation number from 0 to -1. As we see, for one atom, the change in oxidation number from 0 to 1, basically 1. So change in oxidation number for one atom is 1. How many atoms are there? 2 atoms. So overall change in the n factor. So multiply the change in oxidation number by number of atoms in the left. So 1 into 2 equal to 2. So n factor for I2 is 2. while the n factor for this compound is 1. Now we will solve the questions based on the n factor. See, we have calculated the n factor for the following. See, the first case is we have to find the n factor of the following when I minus. So when I minus changes into I2. See, when I minus changes into I2, we can see that there is oxidation state. There is oxidation state change from -1 to 0. So oxidation state of I minus changes from -1 to 0. So change in oxidation number for one atom is equal to 1. One atom change in oxidation number of 1 from -1 to 0. And how many I atoms are present in the left hand side? Only one atom. Therefore multiply number of atoms. So 1 multiplied by 1, their factor is the overall change. So n factor is 1. So when I minus is into I2, the n factor is 1. Now see the reverse reaction. The reverse reaction is when I2 change to minus. When I2 changes into I minus. See, I2 is present in the standard form. When any element present in standard form, then oxidation number of element is 0. And oxidation number of I changes from 0 to -1. It means the oxidation number changes by 1. So oxidation number changes by 1 for single atom. For one atom, oxidation number changes by 1. But how many atoms of I present on the left hand side? 2 atoms. Therefore multiply by atoms. So this is the overall change. And overall change is called n factor. So we can see that n factor for this reaction when I changes into I minus is 2. So we can see that when I minus changes into I2, n factor is 1. While 2 changes into I minus, the n factor is 2. So basically, is n factor the overall change in the oxidation number. N factor is the overall change in the oxidation number. First we calculate the change in oxidation number of atom per atom. Then we multiply the number of atoms which are on the left hand side, which will give the overall change, and that is n factor. Now see the next question. Calculation of n factor. Next question is when S2O3 2 minus. Next question is when S2O3 2 minus changes into O6 2 minus. See, so when S2O3 2 minus change into S4O6 2 minus, you can see the oxidation state of sulfur in this compound is 2. The oxidation state of sulfur for one atom, 2x minus 6 equal to -2. So 2x equal to 4, x equal to 2. And oxidation state of sulfur for one atom in this compound is 2.5. Basically, the oxidation state for one atom changes by 0.5. Oxidation state one atom changes by 0.5. And how many atoms of sulfur are on left side? 2 atoms. Therefore multiply by 2. So oxidation state per atom multiplied by number of atoms left hand side. This will give the n factor overall change. N factor of S2O3 2 minus is 1. So we can see that n factor is 0.5 into 2 equal to 1. So n factor of this reaction is 1 when S2O3 2 minus changes into S4O6 2 minus. Now see the next question. The next question is we have to calculate the n factor when S4O6 minus reverse reaction changes into S2O3. We know in S4O6 the oxidation state of sulfur is 2.5 for one atom, while in S2O3 2 minus the oxidation state of sulfur for one atom is +2. So change in oxidation state for one atom is 2.5 to 2 means 0.5. For one atom change in oxidation state is 0.5. And how many atoms of sulfur are present on left hand side? 4 atoms. Therefore multiply the change by number of atoms. So 0.5 into 2. So n factor is the overall change. So n factor for this reaction is 2. Now see the next question. The next question is we have to calculate the n factor. When FeSO4 changes into Fe2O3. Now we can see in FeSO4 oxidation state of iron is +2, while in Fe2O3 the oxidation state of iron is +3. So we can say that as oxidation state of iron changes from +2 to +3. So change in oxidation state of 1. So change in oxidation state of 1. And how many iron atoms are present on left hand side? Only 1. Therefore multiply by 1. So 1 into 1 equal to 1. Therefore n factor for this reaction is 1. As oxidation state of iron changes from +2 to +3. So change in oxidation state for one atom is 1. And how many atoms are there iron? Only 1. So therefore multiply the change of oxidation state per atom multiply by number of atoms on left hand side. So n factor is 1. Now see the next question. The next question is we have to calculate the n factor when N2H4 changes into NO3 minus. See in this case we see the oxidation state of nitrogen is 2x plus 4 equal to 0. So x equal to -2. And in case of NO3 minus, the oxidation state of nitrogen is +5. So NO3 minus oxidation state of nitrogen is +5. X minus 6 equal to -1. So x equal to +5. Now we can see for one atom change in oxidation state as it is changing from -2 to +7. So first it will go from -2 to 0 and then 0 to 5. It means -2 to 0 then 0 to 5. It means the change in oxidation state of nitrogen atom is 7 for one atom. See, oxidation state of nitrogen in this reaction changes from -2 to +5. It means there is change of oxidation number from -2 to 0 then 0 to 5. So there is change of oxidation state in nitrogen atom for one atom is 7. And how many atoms are there? 2 atoms. Therefore multiply the change with number of atoms. So n factor of this reaction is 14. N factor for this reaction is 14. Now see the next question. In the next question, AlNO3 thrice changes into N2. So in this reaction, see, we know oxidation state of nitrogen changes only. As in NO3 minus, the oxidation state of nitrogen is +5. In NO3 minus, the oxidation state of nitrogen is +5. And how we saw? So oxidation state of nitrogen changes from +5 to 0 for one atom. As we see, N2 is in standard form. In standard form, oxidation state of element is 0. Therefore it is 0. In NO3 minus, oxidation state of nitrogen +5. So oxidation state of nitrogen for one atom changing from +5 to 0 means change in oxidation number for one atom of nitrogen is 5. And how many atoms of nitrogen are there? 3. So multiply by 3. So overall change is 15. Hence the n factor of this reaction is 15. Now we will see our next topic, the calculation of n factor. The calculation of n factor when oxidation number of more than one element changes. So now we will calculate the n factor in those reactions. We will calculate the n factor in those reactions where oxidation of more than one element changes. Now see the first case when oxidation number of more than one element is changing. See the first case may be possible when both elements are either oxidized or both elements are reduced. So this is the possibility. So we are going to calculate the n factor when oxidation number of more than one element changes in a reaction. Now we will see the first case when either both elements are oxidized or reduced. So in this case, n factor is what? N factor is the sum of net electron exchange per mole. So n factor we calculate by using the sum of net electron exchange per mole. See the example. As we can see that we are taking the case in which both elements either oxidize or reduce. Now I am taking the first case. In first case we see ferrous oxalate. Ferrous oxalate is what? FeC2O4. So ferrous oxalate we are taking, and ferrous oxalate changes into Fe3 plus and CO2. We can see that ferrous oxalate changes into Fe3 plus and CO2. As oxidation state of iron oxidation state of iron changes from +2 to +3, means increase in oxidation, number. And oxidation state of carbon in auxiliary is +3 and in CO2 is +4. It means increase in oxidation number. So this is the case in which both elements are oxidized. Iron also oxidized from +2 to +3 and carbon also oxidized from +3 to +4. Now see the oxidation number. See, in this case we can see iron oxidizes from +2 to +3, carbon oxidizes from +3 to +4. Now we can see that how many iron atoms are there? There is only one iron atom. And change in oxidation number is +2 to +3. For one atom, change of 1. And how many iron atoms are on left side? Only 1. So multiply 1 by 1. So this is the n factor. So n factor for iron is 1. Now see the n factor for carbon. See, oxidation number of carbon changes from +3 to +4. So change in oxidation state of carbon atom for one atom is +3 to +4 means 1. So change in oxidation number of 1. And how many carbon atoms are there? 2. So multiply by 2. So n factor is 2. As we can see that in this reaction both iron is oxidized and also carbon is also oxidized. So n factor in this reaction is basically the sum of electrons exchange per mole. So we can say the sum is basically, so n factor in this case will be equal to n1 plus n2. N factor in this case will be n1 plus n2 because both are oxidized. And n1 we have calculated for iron is 1 and n2 we have calculated for one atom change of oxidation number 1, for two atom it is 2. This is the n factor, so +2. So n factor of this reaction is 3. The same case when Fe2 SO4 thrice changes into FeO and SO2. See, in this case when Fe2 SO4 thrice changes into FeO and plus SO2. See, in this case as we can see oxidation state of iron is +3 in this compound and oxidation state of sulfur is +6 as SO4 2 negative ion. Now we can see oxidation state of iron changes from +3 to +2. So decrease in oxidation number of 1. And oxidation number of sulfur also decreases from +6 to +4. Now we can see, first we will calculate n factor. n1 is the change in oxidation state of iron. As oxidation number changes from +3 to +2. So for one atom oxidation number changes from +3 to +2 means for one atom change in oxidation number is 1. And how many iron atoms are? 2. So multiply by 2. It means the value of n factor n1 is 2. Now see the value of n2. In this case both are reduced. Iron is reduced and also sulfur is also reduced. Now n2. As oxidation state of sulfur changes from +6 to +4 means decrease in oxidation number of 2 for one atom. So there is decrease in oxidation number of 2 for one atom. And how many sulfur atoms are there? 3. So change in oxidation number of 2 and how many atoms are there? 3. So decrease in oxidation number of 6. So n1 is the n factor for iron, n2 is the n factor for sulfur and both are reduced. Therefore net electron exchange is n1 plus n2. So n factor will be 8. So n factor of this reaction is 8. So we have seen the case when both elements are oxidized. If both elements are oxidized or reduced, then the n factor is the sum of their n factor or electron exchange per mole. So we have calculated the n factor of the following cases. Now we will discuss in next class.